terrible? Not for Arkansas. After fighting several battles at the start of the season with the players and Calipari insisting that past battles have strengthened the roster. Let's see the news, but first subscribe to the channel and keep receiving news about the Hogs. The Arkansas Razorbacks arrive at the start of the SEC season with a feeling that isn't built on isolated scores, but on the accumulation of tests that have shaped the group over the past few months. The conclusion of the non-conference phase, with a comfortable 103-74 victory over the James Madison, served more as a symbolic endpoint than a true barometer of the team. For John Calipari, what really matters is far from the best moments. The zone defenses faced, the ball traps, the constant adjustments, and the need to respond to scenarios that will repeat themselves even more intensely within the SEC. Calipari's speech, far from being rhetorical, sets a clear tone for what lies ahead. He describes the conference season as a sequence of 18 wars, a direct definition that eliminates any romanticization. It's not about rhythm, finesse, or aesthetics, but about survival in a league that recently sent 14 of its 16 teams to the NCAA tournament, placed 2 in the Final Four, and produced the national champion. Even with natural roster changes and adjustments over time, the SEC remains a hostile environment for any team unprepared to handle constant pressure. This perception is not accidental. Arkansas experienced the cruelest side of this reality last season. Their conference debut, also against Tennessee, ended in a tough 76-52 loss, triggering a sequence of 5 consecutive stumbles. That experience left its mark and, at the same time, provided lessons. Now, the objective is clear: to prevent this script from repeating itself and transform the learning into a competitive advantage. There are significant differences in the current scenario. The roster doesn't carry the same burden of injuries that compromised the start of the previous campaign, and Calipari demonstrates a clearer understanding of who takes on responsibilities when the game gets tough. Names like Trayvon Brazile, Darius Acuff Jr., Malik Thomas, and Carter Knox emerge as key players, blending experience and youth in a group that seems more balanced. The coach's frankness in stating that if 3 of the main players aren't performing well, there's no possible victory in the SEC sounds less like a demand and more like a true reflection of the league. Another evident improvement is in the depth of the roster. The presence of Isaiah Sealy as a 9th option ready to contribute illustrates a clear contrast to the recent past, when the rotation was unstable and limited. This greater room for maneuver offers Calipari more tactical alternatives and reduces the excessive dependence on a few players, a decisive factor in a long and grueling season. Within this context, the player's attitude reflects growing maturity. Rookie Malik Thomas, for example, summarized the plan simply and objectively: don't back down, attack every challenge, maintain unity, and keep moving forward. In a league that the coach defines as a battlefield, the simplicity of the point guard's discourse suggests a focus on the daily process, without distractions or empty promises. The Razorbacks have already gone through a demanding start to the season, facing 5 opponents ranked in the top 25 and dealing with different playing styles. For a team searching for its identity, this path has served as an intense laboratory, exposing weaknesses and accelerating adjustments. The internal feeling is that the group has seen it all that the SEC can offer, from physical defenses to fast-paced teams and aggressive point guards. The re-debut against Tennessee, again at the beginning of the conference campaign, carries symbolic weight. The Bud Walton Arena will be the stage for an attempt to rewrite the recent narrative, not as a guarantee of immediate redemption, but as a sign of a new starting point. The confidence that accompanies Arkansas doesn't sound like bravado. It stems from a combination of acquired experience, greater roster depth, and the conviction that the initial battles, however tough they may have been, served their purpose. Whether this preparation will translate into victories throughout the SEC is a question only time will answer. Calipari, true to his own words, offers no shortcuts or easy promises. What he presents is a more seasoned team, aware of the terrain they are treading on and willing to face each game as it truly is. And what will happen? What are your bets? Subscribe to the channel and comment.